Hello again, I'm Andrew, and following on from my last video, I decided I was going to analyse a pocket jacks hand that came up playing 1 cent, 2 cent full ring zoom on Pokerstars. I've copied the hand to the clipboard and I'm going to paste it in. So I opened to 6 cents from under the gun with 2 jacks, and it folded round to the big blind, who jammed with for $1.72. They did a huge jam. Now, because this guy started the hand with not a full stack, not a 100 big blind stack, I'm going to assume it's quite fishy. But let's give him a range of what we think he might have done this with. We'll give him the big three: aces, kings, queens. Okay, so let's say worst case scenario, these are the hands that he's shoving with. Which can we call? And we'll check for the expected value. If I call, we're going to lose $1.06 if we call. If that's his range. I mean, we don't know if that's his range or not. So let's work out how wide this guy has to be. I mean, let's give him ace king as well. Okay, so is this guy really shoving ace king as well as aces, kings and queens? I don't know. If he's a fish at these states, that's very possible. But even if he is, our call is still quite horrific. It's still a quarter of a stack. So let's see how much junk we've got to give him before. I mean, it basically comes down to, if he's got ace queen and ace jack, then our EV is still negative, although the rake is slightly wrong there. Our rake is only 4.5%. I forgot what the cap is, but this isn't a very big hand anyway. Yeah, we lose a penny less, which is. So, I mean, it's hard to imagine he's going to be shoving with king, queen, or any other kind of ace. I suppose that he should be jacks and tens as well, just as a what if. And then, even if his range is as wide as this, we are still losing money long term. So this would be, unless we have some specific reason to think that this guy was tilting off his chips, which, you know, is possible, and it had a lot of junk hands in his range. And suddenly we start making money. But look how wide he has to be for that to happen. You know, is he really shoving ace 8 offsuit and ace 6 suited? I mean, we only start making money once he starts to have lots of dominated hands in his range. Tighten him up a bit. I mean, obviously the big pairs of the small pairs, the more smaller pairs he has, obviously the more crushed he is. But even if we give him tens sometimes, which is, I think, optimistic, it still doesn't give us very much money. Nines, and suddenly we're making 10 pence. It's a really tough spot with us for jacks, but I'm happy with my fold. I would fold again. Let's see how, if we can change his stack size. How do we do that? Let's say he only has $1. I mean, it's not going to change very much, I don't think, because in fact it actually decreases our equity. Because the pot's so small before he jams anyway. It's a very strange jam, but it's something players at this stage do quite a lot. Well, they don't do it that often, but you do see it. It's fairly common, and they do tend to have stronger hands. So, I mean, look, this guy's got to be really badly on tilt before our call starts to make a lot of money. Let's give him his original stat back he had. $1.72. You know, I mean, 39 cents equity is a lot. But we're just going to be, I think, against a crushing range too much of the time. There's no dead money in the pot. Fold the jacks and save some cash. Yeah. So I'm happy with the fold. Thanks for listening.